Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Heats 2 and 3 of Round 2 of Formula Pi. Tonight you join us at a very, very clammy Cambridgeshire office. It's very sticky, it's very hot. It's been ridiculously hot for April, so we're all a little bit tired and hot and sticky today. So you'll have to, obviously there's no sticky view, so you don't know this is how we are. Just setting the scene for you. Tonight we have 2 heats of the Monster Ball class to run. One of them is going to be fairly stacked. The other one is also going to be fairly stacked. Looking at my sheets, they all look pretty busy, so it's going to be pretty exciting. So I can't see any robots on the track right now, so I'm assuming Aaron's about to set them up whilst I do spin view. Is that correct?
Okay, set up a robot space.
That is correct from Tim Freeburn. So without further ado, I'm going to just crack on with the old spin view and get settled into doing the rest of racing. Let's see who we've got lined up for our first heat tonight. I feel like I'm a little bit far away from the microphone. Like I'm in a bucket. I'm going to come closer. There we go. So first up, we've got the IT guy from Independence in Oregon. 5 years of spare time Python and PHP, so got a good background for this. Did really well in their first heat. They came third with 19 laps, and their wheel fell off. They were going around with 3 wheels, which was amazing, and it's a delight to see. Go back and look. Next up, number 34, one of our old friends from Formula Pi, Swinders from Waterlooville in the UK. Had a good heat last time, came 4th in their heat with 27 laps. I mean, the heat that they were in, I think 31 laps won either race, so it was a tough heat, but did really well, so expecting good things from Swinders tonight. Next up, from Madrid in Spain, it's Rasparas del Infierno, another friend of Formula Pi, was in the series last year, came 3rd overall, but last time were 4th in their heat, and they had 11 laps, so good luck to them tonight as well. In the next lane, we have IQ Audio, who are currently sitting 2nd in the Formula Pi Championship. They are new runners this year. Had a really good first heat, solid first heat, came away with, I think it was 31 laps, winning their heat, which is amazing. Sorry, their first overall, beg your pardon. Their first overall at the moment, which is amazing. And finally, we have John Satterfield from Dallas, Texas, who's running the number 7. He came 7th last year in Formula Pi. I don't think had a round first, so it's a new one for him. Yeah, I have no numbers for John Satterfield, so I'm assuming he's got no results in Formula Pi so far this season, but 7th last year, which is really good. It's nice to see a lot of the old drivers coming back, the ones that we had fun with last year. I'm just going to shuffle things around on my desk. So I realise the microphone is in the wrong place, because I don't want to sit that close to the desk. I don't want to be, like in the screens and taking part. I want to sit back and enjoy this, it's nice. Let's see how we're doing. I've got the chat open so I can see what's happening. It appears like there's nobody in the chat at the moment. It's fairly quiet. It's a very hot Wednesday. If you're not outside having a barbecue, you're pretty much doing it wrong. It's so nice today. I've been at Chelsea Flower Show all day, so I've been watching the lovely gardens and seeing all the beautifully designed gardens. And just when I thought I was doing something that was completely the polar opposite to robots and racing around a sweaty warehouse, one of the last things I saw before I left Chelsea was an autonomous robotic lawnmower. Tim, I thought of you. It was amazing. Autonomous robotics lawnmower, just mooching about on a bit of grass at Chelsea, and I didn't get any pictures because there's a huge crowd around it, but I could hear it just gently buzzing away as it went around the track and cleaning things up. So props to Chelsea for having robotics and stuff at their lawnmowers. Clearly, they know where it's at. So, not too far of a digression from tonight, what's happening here with autonomous racing. If you're new to Formula Pi, good evening and welcome. What we've got here is 5 robots with 5 different sets of autonomous code in, and people have submitted their code and they're racing against each other, and they are hopefully going to all set off when we get underway, when we start the light sequence, and they will be autonomously racing. Nobody is controlling these. Nobody is telling these guys where to go other than the code that is inside the Raspberry Pis that's running on the robots. The first heat was horrendously busy. We had people punted over the barriers, we had wheels coming off, there were crashes, there were all sorts of carnage happening left, right and centre. And the last heat we had was quite quiet in comparison. So tonight I am hoping for another big heat. Tim is holding his thumb aloft.
You ready to go?
We are ready to go, I think. I finished my chit chat. Oh god, that was horrible.
Okay, light sequence start.
So we'll get a green, red, green, and then we'll be good to go, and these 5 bots will get away. Pretty stacked heat here. Lots of big competitors, so it's going to be really interesting to see how this goes. IT guy, I hope you keep your wheels. So, they're away. That is all 5 robots away from the line, I think. And that is Raspberry Inferno taking the lead first, closely followed by IQ Audio. And then Swinders and the IT guy having a bit of a set to in the S's there, getting into a bit of collision. But it looks like everybody's cleanly away, and that is John Satterfield bringing up the rear. So that is nice to see everybody away cleanly for that first lap. That was really nice getaway. Everybody was very smoothly away there, no chaos at all. I pity Aaron with the clipboard because he's got 5 robots to deal with and they're horrendously busy. This is looking good. Everybody seems to have just settled into their racing routine. This is lovely. So let's quickly glance over up the Updatatron, and I can see who is first. That is... Oh, Raspberry Inferno making a bit of a move there. They came across the line and came back again. Oh, so I think that means number 72, IQ Audio, has taken the lead. I think they got confused by Swinders and spun round, and are now going the opposite way. Oh, they've clashed with the IT guy as he came back round the track. Oh god, hopefully he set them on the right way now. We're okay now. Whew, that was close, Raspberry Inferno. That was very close. But that means IQ Audio has just snuck into the lead there with 4 laps. Closely followed by number 67, the IT guy, who is, I think, coming round that. Oh, there's been a bit of a kerfuffle on the first straight. Who's this? I have to shuffle my bits of paper. I'm not organised tonight with my bits of paper properly. Let's have a look, see who comes across. So that's IQ Audio still in the lead. I think that's Swinders going back and forth on the house straight. Not quite sure why. No, he's upside down, I think. I think that's Swinders upside down. Yes. 2 people have crashed on the back straight. And IQ Audio is just gently whizzing around. That is Swinders going backwards around the track now, who's been stopped by the blue bottom robot of John Satterfield there, who's upside down. This is really... Actually, now heating up now. This is getting a bit more difficult. There's Raspberry Inferno just flipping themselves out of the upside down. Good way of getting out of the upside down. Not as much of an impact on the upside down as we had last year. That was obviously a much bigger... Tim's just come over and looked very sternly at me. Have I done something wrong? Okay. So obviously you can hear now this evening. I can't hear them. Well, I can hear them a little bit above my head, but I can now say that we have boundary mics. We've got 2 little boundary mics upstairs, which are covering the race noises, and so people can hear the robots and hear what a monster walk sounds like when it's clattering about like that. Oh, somebody stopped. Who's that? Was that someone like Swinders just having a bit of a breather there? I think on the headbanger, or spinning around and getting back into action. Glancing back at the Updatatron. I can see that IQ Audio are in the lead with 9 laps now. They're 1 lap ahead of the IT guy who's in 8th. Still got all of his wheels. Good news. Last time he lost a wheel, but still managed to complete the race on 3 wheels. So I salute you for being awesome, sir. But that tonight you've got all 4 wheels and you're doing just as well. In 3rd place, Raspberry Inferno with a +1, I think, because they've gone backwards 1 of their laps. In 4th place, that is number 7, John Satterfield, seems to have got a bit of a wiggle on now. And in 5th place, it's Swinders. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happened, Swinders. It looks like... Oh, John Satterfield, has he stopped in the S's there? Has he stopped? Or is he going? I can't see. You've left your post, Tim. Just changing the cameras. You've left your post. It is.
Just ask if anyone can hear a popping noise. Whether it's just me.
Yeah, can anyone hear a popping noise? Says Tim. My words are not working. He's wondering if there is ever so such a slight popping noise coming from our feed tonight. Maybe that is the problem we're having. I could see a little bounce on the levels there, Timmy. We are still testing out these mics and still trying to get them to see if they work correctly. They seem to work really well on Monday. But yeah, we've sort of still testing them, so apologies if they are popping. Please let us know if it's a problem and we can turn them off and then sort them out next week. Back to the race. It looks like John Satterfield is being pinned into the corner there by Raspberry Inferno, who's just frantically turning wheels. Whilst the other 3 appear to still be moving quite... I can only actually see 2 robots now, actually. Oh, somebody's on the wall. Who is that on the wall? I can see the IQ Audio and the IT guy are still clocking up laps. I think the IQ Audio team are running away with this. They're going to really solidify their lead on the Formula Pi series so far for this year. But if that is John Satterfield and Raspberry Inferno in a bundle, I think that could be Swinders beached on the wall. Oh no. Oh no, dudes, come on. We can get off this wall. We don't want to get stuck on the wall. We've had that happen so much. I think we're going to have to make the walls bigger. Then it's not an ideal thing. I think he's just stuck behind that ramp there on the assault course. that we've got on the side of the track there. I think he's I can see his wheel spinning there and in the top right. Oh, it's such a shame. We're gonna have to make these walls bigger for next season, I think, Timmy. I think they're gonna have to be made bigger. Bigger plastic, please. More plastic. So Raspberry Del Infierno appear to be pinning John Satterfield there and just spinning their wheels. Swinders is just stuck there underneath the start-finish straight line. And IQ Audio and the IT guy appear to just be smashing out the laps. There's a 2-lap gap between the two of them now, but they are clearly ahead of everyone else. IQ Audio are currently on 19 laps. The IT guy is on 17 laps. I think this is going to do wonders for the IQ Audio team's lead at the top of the leaderboard. The IT guy is currently, if I consult my notes, I made some notes. I'm well prepared this week. I'm not just going to waffle at you like an idiot. The IT guy is currently 8th overall in the series, so this will be a really, really good bump up for him as well. So it's looking good for both of those teams, and we're now at the 6-minute mark, so we've got about 4 minutes to go. This is looking busy. Swinder said, are the inner walls lower? No, they're not lower. They're exactly the same as the walls last year. We haven't changed them. The inner walls.
On one side they are 150 millimetres.
Right.
And on the other side they are 100 millimetres.
Okay.
That is to not obscure view of the cabin.
Okay.
So you can see next to the robot, in this shot here on the right.
Yep.
There's a little down.
Oh yeah, there's a little step there. Just to the right of the windmill, there is a little step down in the side of the fence around the edges. So they are slightly lower around that side. Are they going to be made higher, Tim Freeburn?
No, that's so the cameras get a nice clear shot of the.
So it's aesthetic, is it? Maybe we should get some clear stuff. Do they do clear stuff?
The problem is the cameras on the pies wouldn't be able to sense
Okay.
outside walls, would they?
So Swinders is saying lower versus outer walls. Yeah, I think the outer walls are higher. The outer walls are 150, I think, and they always have been. I don't think that's new, is it?
All of the entire outer walls are 150 millimetres high.
Yep.
Some of the inner are 100.
Okay. So we're currently at 7.5 minute mark, so that's 3/4 of the way through this race, and I'll give you a little recap on how we're doing. That appears to be 3 robots going now, so Raspberry Del Infierno must have freed themselves. Wonderful news. Swinders, get off the wall. Come on, we need 5 people going round. Something has happened to John Satterfield, and he has stopped. I'm not quite sure why. But to give you a bit of a recap, in 5th place we have Swinders, who is stuck on the wall currently, sadly. In 4th place we have John Satterfield with 6 laps. In 3rd place, number 22, Raspberry Del Infierno, with 16 laps, now back in the race again, running really strong, looking good. In 2nd place, number 67, the IT guy with 26 laps. And in 1st place, the IQ Audio team, who've just come across the line to do their 29th lap. This looks like this is going to be more than the 31 laps that they scored in the first heat. So whatever you guys are doing, keep doing it. It seems to be working really, really well. IQ Audio not only are winning Formula Pi at the moment, but they are actually a lovely one of our sponsors. So they're doubly lovely for racing and sponsoring. They're super duper kind. So go and check out the IQ Audio shop if you've got time. Pop in and have a look at their audio kits and their DACs and amps for the Raspberry Pi. They are really good. If you love your music, love sound, go and pop. Oh, I'm all stuttery today. Pop onto the website. It's because I've been at the Chelsea Flower Show today and I'm all gardened out. I'm very tired. Oh, there's a bit of a tangle there. Oh, could that free Swinders from the wall? Go on, Raspberry Del Infierno. Oh, no. No, it cannot. So I was just hoping that would be enough to free you. Oh, proper head-on collision. Oh, maintenance, Tim Freeburn. That's gonna... Yeah, there we go. Whew. God, that was a bit terrifying then. We're going to start charging per head-on. It's going to be like if you damage the Armco, you get paid. You have to get charged in Formula 1 for damaging the Armco. We'll have to start doing that in Formula Pi. If you damage the robots, you pay for it. Not really. Jokes. Yeah, I know. Oh, Raspberry Del Infierno could free Swinders? No. He's just teasing you now. But we are now coming into the last 10 seconds of the race, and if the if the Updatatron is anything to be believed, Aaron's going to need more boxes. There are not enough boxes here. I think he's going to have to start writing on the paper. Nope, that's it, 10 minutes. So, we're done. That is the 10-minute mark. So, to give you a recap, these are the results. We now have, in 5th place, Swinders with 3 laps after he got stuck on the fence, which is such a shame. Really hope you get a better luck next time, because that's a right shame. In 4th place, we have number 7, John Satterfield, who seemed to stop quite early on in the S's. Not sure what happened to him. Be interesting to see what the logs look like for that. In 3rd place, Rasprostel Infierno, who had a slow start of the race and then all of a sudden picked up and got really, really fast again, 20 laps. In 2nd place, number 67, the IT guy, with 32 laps, which would have been enough to win you the last week's first heat. So that's astonishing. So in 1st place, really solidifying their lead now at the top of the Formula Pi leaderboard, it is IQ Audio with astonishing 35 laps. Aaron nearly ran out of boxes. We printed out 35 boxes this week for him to tick, thinking, yeah, no one will get that far, it'll be fine. Nope. There we go, that's been smashed now. More paper, please. It's going to need like a little taped on extension to the clipboard so we can mark more laps for us. It's going to be brilliant. Right. Yeah, and apologies for my voice being a little bit croaky. I have spent all day talking to people about flowers and pretty things. Shout out to the Mindtrap garden. If you can go and check out the hashtag on Twitter, hashtag Mindtrap, and go and look at that garden. It's really brilliant. It's a garden to try and get people talking about mental health and the stigma attached to it, and trying to get people to think about what mental health problems mean to them and what it means to other people. And it's a fantastic project. They actually let us come into the garden today, which was an absolute pleasure and an honour. So thank you very much to the team at Chelsea running the Mindtrap garden. I think that's Ian was the designer on the garden. Had a really good long chat to him, and it was an absolute pleasure. So please go and check that out. That is a personal request from me. It's a wonderful project, and yeah, well worth it. So hashtag Mindtrap on Twitter. So go and look at the garden and see it. It's absolutely beautiful. So whilst Aaron is setting up the robots, and without further ado, I'm going to introduce to you the next 4 competitors. Oh, have I even changed it? I haven't saved it. Oh, it's doing so well. That's my bad. Can't be trusted with anything. Seriously can't. I need a little button or something, Tim. This can't be trusted.
Button.
Yeah.
Says, do it.
Yeah. And just, increments the counter and changes the thing for me in the right way so I get the right thing up. So organised. Next up, we have the Super Ward brothers from Boise, Idaho. They were with us last year. They came 2nd overall in the series last year and did really, really well. I mean, there was challenging Enigma all of the way, so it's good to have them back and great to see you again. They're currently sitting 11th overall. Next up, we have SHTP, who also lost a wheel in last week's racing, so hopefully this week will be better for them. They still managed to finish the race without a wheel, and they did 19 laps, currently sitting 6th overall, so that's really, really good. Next up, the Brutes, the Halo Goodalls, who elbowed out Moto Toasty last week. In the background, you can see them booting them out of the arena. So hopefully there'll be a little bit less argy-bargy from you guys tonight. A little more racing. So good luck to the Halo Goodalls. Hope you're doing well. This is a house robot. So if we have not enough competitors to fill a heat, we put in a standard code in a standard robot that's run by us. And there it is. There's not really much more I can say about that. And finally, we have Sonic, who managed an astonishing 21 laps in reverse last week, which was really good, as the most laps we've had in reverse. And astonishingly, they didn't actually hit many people. They seemed to do lots of avoiding, which was really good. So, amazed at that, to be honest, but please don't do it again. If you keep going backwards and we deem it to be intentional, you will be disqualified. And that is a rule. It happened last year because it was causing a lot of trouble during the racing. So, it happened last year. It could happen again if we deem you to be definitely going backwards to try and obscure things. So that's kind of me putting my little teacher's hat on there and giving you all a bit of a warning, just in case. Not that you do that, because you're all lovely.
Popped the battery out. They managed to pop
Ah.
the battery out by flipping up and down so many times.
Oh, John Satterfield,
Unfortunately,
you nudged a battery out. That's why you didn't go anywhere.
We'll have to have a look. If it very much looked like it was just smashing into the wall a lot. So
Okay.
that's not going to be counted as mechanical.
Right. So there we go. That's the word from the marshal, Tim. He has multiple hats that he wears. Sometimes he's a marshal, sometimes he's cameraman, sometimes he's head organiser. But he just said that John Satterfield nudged a battery out, so we're not going to deem that as a mechanical because it was in a point where there was lots of bashing and argy-bargy in it. That is just racing. So really sorry about that. It's a bit of bad luck, but hopefully you'll get better luck next time. Right, so I need to shuffle my papers. Tim's giving me the thumb up. It's not that he only has one thumb, he just only chooses to use one of them. He's a bit lazy. He's giving me all the fingers now, just to show that he's got them. Thanks, Tim. That works well on radio. It works really well on radio. Right, I'm just shuffling my papers. Excuse me a moment. I have many papers, many things, so I know what I'm talking about. Right, we are good to go. Very quiet in the chat tonight. There are a few people here. I can see George, I can see Swinders. Hello. I know it's a Wednesday and it's a bit warm. Probably all having barbecues. You should be. Yes, please start the race. That'd be lovely. Yeah, you should be all out having barbecues, definitely. That's where I want to be really right now, if I'm quite honest. Green, red, green, and then we'll be away. Let's see if they can all get away. See if we can get all 5 away. You see now Tim's left the door open, so that spoiled it for me a little bit. We're all away. Bit of a crash there. Sonic has got around the corner first. Hayley Goodall's in third. Didn't see who that was in second. I did write it down with all the colours. I think that's the house robot in second place. The Hayley Goodall's in third, and that's somebody who's stopped on the start line. Not quite sure why that is. Oh, a big collision there for someone. Nailing that robot parked on the finish line. Somebody's flipping around. Who's that? SHTP getting out of the way there. Sonic seems to be doing better this time. Quite a little bit of a wobble in their movement as they come across the line, but currently leading, which looks really good. That's good for them. Sonic really have turned things around since last week, which is brilliant. I think that must have been the house robot that collided with number 12 there. That is the Super Ward Brothers, I think, have stopped on the start line. You seem to get away and then you seem to stop, so I'm not sure what that's about. That'll be one for investigating after the race. But their positioning is going to cause some trouble for anyone who's focusing on the outside lanes. I'm assuming most people will have dropped to the inside lanes by now. But Hayley Goodall's having a bit of a spin about on the start line, and they're coming back again now. And that's Sonic. Oh no, that's Sonic. So they've done 3 laps the right way around and then are now going the wrong way round. Was that a deliberate turn? Tim says no. Okay. Now they're struggling to get the right way round again, which means the lead has been handed over to the Hayley Goodalls, the elbow swinging race team from the south of the UK in Surrey, who punted Moto Toasty into the gravel, the Formula Pi first for last week, or a couple of weeks ago. It was astonishing to watch. I only saw it was them on the replay. I didn't see it was them as we were watching it because it was a bit difficult to watch the racing that closely. So there was so much going on in that heat. Wheels were coming off, people were on 2 wheels, there was crashes, there was people being punted over the barriers. It was just all sorts going on all at once. But I highly recommend you go and check that out on the replay. It was wonderful. It was so active. House Robot seems to be creeping up on them. Come on, Hayley Goodalls, let's go, let's see you. Sorry, I'm needing lots of water. My throat is very dry today. I have been out talking all day, like I said, at the flower show, about flowers. I was very impressed with the automated lawnmower they had there, though. It was really good. Like a Roomba, but with a blade on the bottom. Not as terrifying as it sounds. Skynet has not arrived yet, we're okay. But I reckon he'd be first one out, throwing out knives when Skynet does arrive. Ooh, oh, big smash there for someone. Oh, big pile-up, 3 robot pile-up there on the start-finish line. Oh, 4 now. Everyone is getting involved in this, smashing about. The Hayley Goodalls are still in the lead, I think. And the house robot, I think, is one of those robots that's just smashed. Or is it this one that's upside down here, with everyone's piling into now? Oh, good lord, this is busy now. Oh, and they're all crashing just out of sight of the cameras, so we can't see who they are. How rude. That's the house robot. What's the house robot doing? Who coded that? Everyone is parking out of the cameras. Have they done this on purpose? This is... Oh, I'm not sure what's happening. Here we go. So there we go. The house robot is free and away. So, currently sitting at the 3.5 minute mark. Hayley Goodalls are currently in the lead with 11 laps. Second place is the House Robot. Third place is SHTP, obviously with their wheels still on. Number 59, it's Team Sonic, is in fourth place. Still clocking up the laps, but seeming to get a bit confused as they come over the start-finish line, so not sure what that's about. Lovely bit of precision driving there by the Halo Goodles on the House Robot. Beautiful bit of side-by-side action there, and the Halo Goodles just taking a slightly better line into the S's, making it nice and easy. Somebody's on the barrier. Who's on the barrier? Who's on the barrier? Can we tell who that is? Oh, no, we can't. From that angle, no we can't. Ooh, look at the big shadows on the wall. Brilliant. Nicole Jordan has joined saying, this is a lot more interesting than I thought it would be. Yeah, duh. If you've not seen the other episodes, go back and look at Heat 1. I think it was race 2 and 3. One of those two heats, I think it was Heat 2 of the first race we did. It was chaos. It was mad. There was so much happening. This is relatively restrained for us tonight. This is, pretty chilled out. Everyone seems to be going in the right direction. All the wheels are in place and no one's over the barriers. This is we've got 5 robots almost going here. Someone's half over the barriers. Okay, alright. And one little nudge and they are going to be in the gravel. Halo Goodles, I'm looking at you. You've got the elbows. You've got the form. I've seen you do this. I've seen you punt them over the barriers. Let's go. So we're just sitting at the halfway mark now. The Halo Goodles are currently sitting on 16 laps, so looking like they could challenge IQ Audio's total here if they get a smooth set of laps in, because the first ones weren't that smooth because of all the crashes and stuff, collisions that were happening, but looks like they could do similar levels to IQ Audio tonight, so that's really good. So yeah, 17 laps now they've clocked up. In second place, the House Robot. Boo, don't want to do very well. Third place, we have number 8. Number 8? In third place, we have with 8 laps. Number 66, which is SHTP, doing better, 4 wheels on their robot tonight, which is nice. In fourth place, it's number 59, Sonic, who have done only 1 lap in reverse tonight, but 7 in the right way round, so that's good news. And sadly, parked on the start-finish straight there in the diagonal with the dark blue light, that is John Satterfield, and I'm not really sure, sorry, the Super Ward brothers. I'm not really sure why they've stopped. It's such a shame. They had such a great season last year. They did really, really well and really made their mark on the series, coming second. And it's such a shame not to see them moving. I'm not sure what that is. It'd be interesting to see the logs afterwards to see if that is technical or mechanical. So I can see SHTP's just stopped there out of view. I think they must have stopped. So there's a chance here for Sonic to overtake and take third place. But I think the House Robot and the Halo Goodles are too far ahead now for them to catch up. Halo Goodles are now on 21 laps. I think Aaron could run out of paper again here. So 35 laps is the most laps we've had in 10 minutes recorded as a race. So that's pretty astounding. And if they can match that tonight, there's 2 people matching it, the standards are really being raised. Nicole Jordan says, I saw the other races. I'm married to the IT guy, lol. Oh, lovely. Great for joining us. You did really well. For saying he only had 3 wheels, yeah, he did amazingly well. His heat was just previously, so I'm assuming you've just both watched it together. He did really well, so props to him. He's doing really well. An amazing top as well. I love the lid that you sent in. It's brilliant. Yeah. So thank you for joining us. I'm guessing it must be like lunchtime for you guys right now. I'm not. I think you're in New York. No, Oregon. So I'm not sure what the time difference is. Yeah, but thank you for joining us. It's lovely having you. So we're nearly at the 7.5 minute mark now, 3/4 of the way through. So in first place with 25 laps, we have the Halo Goodles, who are just streaking away with this tonight, doing really well. So good evening to Ozzy and Jasper and Richard as well, who will probably be sitting at home watching this tonight now they've had the dinners. Half term for you guys next week, I think. So awesome, you can watch the training stuff that we do next week. That'll be wicked. In second place we've got the House Robot, which nobody cares about, and frankly we'd quite like it to stop. I'll ask Tim to program it to stop on like the 20th lap next time, because that's not on really. Doing this well, going this long. Seriously, Tim, sort it out, have a word. In third place is now SHTP, who seems to be still stopped. That must be Sonic that's beached on the old wall there. Is it? Am I confused? I think it must be. That must be Sonic beached on the wall. So I think third and fourth are pretty much sealed now. And this really is just going the distance for Swinders and the House Robot. Come on, not Swinders. Halo Goodles. God damn it. Oh, my words are all mixed up. I'm telling you, I've been down to London. I've come back again. It was quite busy and quite stressful in London today. Obviously, in light of the events that are happening in the UK at the moment, it's a little bit busier than normal in London with respect to travelling about, understandably so. And yeah, I'm tired now, and it's been a big day. Hey, they are, but they're a few laps ahead of the house robot, so they could take another one here if we're lucky. If we're really quick and really lucky, they could. Here we go. Inside line. Watch this. Oh, look at that. Oh, what a beautiful shot. It's like you planned it, Tim. Oh, it's just like you wanted it to be. Oh, that was beautiful formation driving. Hayla Goodalls. Round of applause. That was wonderful. Nicole's back in the chat and says the IT Guys family are watching this from all over the world, all over America, England and Australia, and he's at work right now and can't watch. Oh well, lols for him for working so hard. Quickly sneak off into the lunchroom and watch it on your phone. Then just sneak it into YouTube, go into the toilet. It's only like 10 minutes. Nobody will notice he's missing. It's fine. Just like text him and be like, yo, straight into the toilets now, quick. Get watching. Hopefully he can catch up when he's home. And hello to family and friends as well. Oh, house robot. Oh no. What is it doing? Is that just reverse then? A bit of a moment's madness. The heat is getting to it. That's it. 10 minutes. We're done. Oh my goodness me. The Hayla Goodalls were 1 lap away from IQ Audio's stunning 35 laps. So they are in first place with 34 laps. That is huge. And a massive lap total for them. In second place, a House Robot with 29 laps. In third place, number 66, SHTP with 8 laps before stopping at the top of the corner, not quite sure why. In fourth place, that is Sonic, beached on the barrier, wheels are still spinning, bless it, it's trying to go, it's doing its best. And in fifth place, that is the Super Wood Brothers with no laps. I'm not sure what happened there. That is really such a shame for them, because like I said, it was so strong last year and it was really close between them and Enigma for taking the title, so it's such a shame to see their robot just stop there, looking a bit sad for itself. So hopefully, fingers crossed next week for testing, guys, smash out the laps. Really want to see you back on form, I'm rooting for you. So, that's it. We're done for today. I was relatively quick and well organised, with only one mistake that I can count. Yeah, I did the wrong spin view, didn't I? That's alright. So, we have testing next week? Yes.
It's not next week. No.
Oh, is it not? Hang on, I need to consult the calendar then, because I'm not sure on the dates.
We have a gap of a week.
We do! Is that next week? I'm checking the dates. So for all of your Formula Pi needs, head over to formulapi.com and you'll get a list of all the dates and the rules and where the feeds are going to be and all that sort of thing. So, Tim says we're having a break. And he's not right. I'm afraid, nope, you're wrong. Oh, maybe you are. No, you are right. Oh, my bad. So next week in the UK, it's a public holiday on the Monday. We have a bank holiday on the Monday, so we'll all be off. So in light of that, there will be no testing next week, which means you've got a couple of weeks. Drag that across there. I could do that. Let's see if I can do that without breaking everything. There we go. Look at this modern technology. Testing dates. So there we go. That's what we've got. We're looking at.
The easiest way is to come down to this lovely little graph.
Oh yeah, but it's got too many colours in it. I've been looking at bright colours with flowers all day, and I'm all coloured out. I'm all peonied and dahlia'd out. But yes, so we are having a week off. You can see there the 29th. That's next Monday. We're off. It's a bank holiday. We've decided to rest. So that means you've got an extra week to twiddle your code. Yeah. So we've got
submission due 2nd.
Yep.
For the 5th.
So you've got an extra week to sort your code out for submission on the 2nd, and then we go live back again with testing for round 3 on the 5th of June. And then, so you've got an extra week, basically. You've got an extra week. I can see the BK Taco, which I believe is the IT guy on YouTube, says, the IT guy finds a way to watch. Good man. Well done. I salute you. Carry on now. Get back to work. We're done now. We've finished all the exciting stuff. You can go back to work now. So yeah, that's basically the testing we're heading for. You got a week to settle your code, so get on with it. I want to see some real good improvements from everyone. 35 laps is what you're aiming for. Best lap so far is Enigma, 14.8 seconds on the Monster Borg. So that's what we're looking for, everyone. So back to the track. Carnage has been cleared away by magic. So last but not least, I'm going to do the SpinView. SpinView? No, I'm not. I'm going to do the sponsors message. I'm all over the place today. I need to sit down. Next up, Blogtrotter. Making your RSS feed a piece of cake. My words aren't working, so sorry. Go and check him out. RSS feed, get aggregation services. Wonderful stuff. Next up, IQ Audio, DACs, amps, anything you need for your Raspberry Pi. Lovely, good, high quality sound amps for the Raspberry Pi. Go and check him out too. Next up, thank you also Gordon for shout out to the Curry House in Robot Wars. Forgot to say that last week. Mod My Pi, Jacob and the team down south. Get all your Raspberry Pi goodies from them amongst other things. Hot Packers, Hannah and Tristan, the Brewing Collective in Canterbury. Our friends as well from uni. So good evening guys, hope you're watching. Go and check out their brew days, they're really cool. SOS Solutions from the Netherlands, selling into Europe for the Raspberry Pi, the Microbit, all sorts of different things, Arduino bits and pieces as well, so go and check them out if you're in Europe. Finally, if you'd like to sponsor us and give us a hand running this, because it takes quite a lot to run this and organise this, give us a shout, info@formulapi.com. Any donations or sponsorship would be greatly appreciated. We have packages, ask us about them.
Look out for a blog post probably next week.
Blog post next week about tonight.
Well, should be a little helpful hint about something.
Oh, Timmy's going to be dropping hints again. He's going to be dropping hints like anchors. So just have a look out for the blog post. We'll share it on our Twitter channel. So we're at Formula Pi _. We are at Pi _Borg for all of our boards, motor controllers, robot kits, general robotics advice. Follow us for that sort of stuff there. We're on YouTube, so please like, share, subscribe, follow us, do all of the usual things that you do on all the social media channels, and we would love you forever for it. And I hope you've had a good week, and I will speak to you all next week. No, week after next. Have a lovely week off. Have a lovely bank holiday if you're in the UK. If you're in the rest of the world, unlucky. Work harder. And we will speak to you guys in a couple of weeks. So, whilst I work out how to switch everything off, little bit of a shuffle there. Good night, everyone. Take it easy.